what is happening out there on the coastlines? We've got a developing coastal low-pressure system impacting the Outer Banks, bringing strong winds, heavy rainfall, and hazardous marine conditions to Hatteras and Ocracoke Islands. Gusts are hitting 40 to 45 mph, and we're seeing coastal inundation. But the weather isn't the only big story. The National Hurricane Center is watching a tropical wave moving across the central Atlantic. This wave is forecast to develop into a tropical depression by the middle to end of the week and could be heading our way. Meanwhile, back on the Outer Banks, ocean overwash has been reported right on NC Highway 12 in Buxton, causing major disruptions. Ferry operations between Hatteras and Ocracoke have been suspended, and more overwash is possible as high tide approaches. And it's not just the Outer Banks. A coastal storm is set to impact the entire mid-Atlantic region, bringing heavy rain, widespread flooding, and dangerous surf with a high risk for rip currents. You are not going to want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our updates. Coastal storm chaos on the Outer Banks. This developing coastal low-pressure system is unleashing a fury of strong winds, heavy rainfall, and dangerous marine conditions across Hatteras and Ocracoke Islands. We're talking wind gusts up to 45 mph and significant coastal inundation, with 1 to 2 feet of water expected above ground level in vulnerable areas. The National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory and a coastal flood advisory, warning of hazardous travel and marine conditions. Adding to the danger, a high surf advisory is in effect with waves reaching 6 to 10 feet, creating a heightened risk of dangerous rip currents. Forecasters are even warning of the potential for brief, weak tornadoes along the Outer Banks due to severe thunderstorms. While this system might not be as intense as a major nor'easter or tropical storm, the combination of high surf, strong winds, and oceanside flooding is creating treacherous conditions. Locals and tourists alike are expressing concern on social media, with many sharing dramatic photos and videos of the flooding and rough seas. Emergency services are urging residents to stay informed and prepared for potential disruptions to travel and daily life. Don't go anywhere, because the danger is far from over. Next, we're diving into a brewing tropical threat that could change everything. A new tropical threat is emerging in the Atlantic. The National Hurricane Center is closely monitoring a tropical wave that is currently moving across the central Atlantic. This disturbance is showing a significant potential for development, with computer models forecasting it could strengthen into a tropical depression by the middle to end of this week. Current projections indicate this system will track northwestward, potentially passing north of the Leeward Islands. This development is critical as we are still in the heart of hurricane season, and any new storm formation demands close attention from coastal communities. Meteorologists and weather enthusiasts are buzzing about this potential development, with many sharing track maps and intensity forecasts. Residents in the Caribbean and along the Atlantic coast are urged to stay vigilant and monitor official updates from the National Hurricane Center. But the Atlantic isn't the only place with stormy weather. Get ready for the latest on travel chaos unfolding right now. Major disruptions hit the Outer Banks as ocean overwash closes roads. NC Highway 12, a critical artery for Hatteras and Ocracoke Islands, is experiencing significant ocean overwash in Buxton, with additional areas like Pea Island and northern Ocracoke also at risk. This dangerous situation, reported around midday Monday, is compounded by strong northeast winds gusting up to 45 mph and 10-foot seas offshore, leading to hazardous marine conditions. In response to the deteriorating weather and overwash, ferry operations between Hatteras and Ocracoke have been suspended, stranding travelers and disrupting vital supply lines. The North Carolina Department of Transportation is on the scene, working to clear roads, but further overwash is expected during high tide cycles. Residents and travelers are expressing frustration and concern online, sharing images of flooded roads and urging others to delay travel. The suspension of ferry services is a major blow to the island communities, highlighting the vulnerability of these coastal areas to severe weather. This coastal storm is causing widespread problems, and the impacts are reaching far beyond the Outer Banks. We've got the full picture on the Mid-Atlantic's weather crisis next. Mid-Atlantic braces for widespread flooding and dangerous surf. A potent coastal storm is unleashing its power across the Mid-Atlantic region, starting late Monday and continuing through Wednesday. Residents from Norfolk and Virginia, beach to Newport News, and the Outer Banks can expect heavy rainfall, with forecasts predicting 1 to 3 inches and potentially more. This deluge, combined with gusty winds pushing water onshore, is set to cause minor to moderate tidal flooding along the James River and parts of the Chesapeake Bay, with waters peaking during Tuesday evening's high tide. Adding to the peril, large breaking waves are creating a high risk for dangerous rip currents, making beach conditions extremely hazardous. Social media is flooded with warnings from local authorities and meteorologists, urging everyone to stay out of the water and prepare for significant disruptions. The combination of heavy rain and tidal flooding is expected to impact transportation and daily life across multiple states. That's a wrap on today's storm coverage, but we're not done yet. Stick around for a rapid-fire recap and your essential calls to action. And that's your Relax Rundown. We saw a fierce coastal storm battering the Outer Banks with wind and flooding, a new tropical wave forming in the Atlantic Ocean overwash shutting down roads and ferries on Hatteras, and a major coastal storm flooding the Mid-Atlantic. Don't miss a single update. Smash that like button, subscribe to Relax for all the breaking news, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the know. Follow us on all social platforms for more real-time updates.